more about it. Let's bring it home. I'm excited to see how awesome it feels to tow. It's all aluminum, so it weighs pretty much. Oh yeah. Oh buddy, I don't feel it at all. It's magic. This beautiful thing is a 2018 R&R 7 by 20 foot all aluminum car hauler. Now you might be asking yourself, why this one? Mainly, why did I go with an open car hauler versus an enclosed car hauler? There's a couple reasons. Just to give you guys a rough idea, the 18-foot steel open car trailer that we rented to go down to Florida with, that thing weighed about 2,200 pounds. A 20-foot enclosed steel car trailer, which is like the only one that was available at this place, that thing weighed 3,800 pounds. So almost twice the weight of the 18-foot steel open trailer. This aluminum 20-foot trailer, on the other hand, 1,200 pounds. 1,200 pounds, which is almost half of what the steel trailer weighed. And you know, I'm sure that the bus would have been able to tow the steel enclosed trailer, the 3,800 pound one, but it wouldn't have been fun. It would have struggled, it would have been slow, would have been really slow. So I didn't really want to do it. This thing, on the other hand, when you're towing with it, you can barely feel it. Like, I feel it a little bit, but it's barely noticeable. Pretty freaking long. I mean, we can fit pretty much anything on here. We actually could probably fit 2 Miatas on it. You're not supposed to, but you probably could. The enclosed trailer, of course, was more expensive. This thing was less expensive. It was still pretty expensive, but it was less expensive than the enclosed one. And number 3 is, I don't really feel, or I don't really know the point of getting an enclosed trailer. To me, the only benefit of an enclosed trailer is 1, it keeps your car clean and safe, and 2, it looks cooler. So like, is that worth like triple the weight and like almost twice the price? No. Not, at least not yet. Some nice things about this specific trailer, it's brand new, obviously. It's got a 10-year warranty on the axles and the frame, so if anything breaks, you get it replaced for free. It's got extra long ramps to help with the low cars. It's a little bit lower than the last trailer we used. I know it's not one of those fancy, crazy enclosed car trailers that a lot of the YouTubers have, but, well, first of all, do those YouTubers have a school bus? Someone's calling me. Hello? What do you mean my rusty school bus isn't cool? But in all seriousness, I am very excited for this thing. It's going to allow us just to do so many more track days. Previously, when I wanted to tow one of my cars to the track, I'd have to drive to the trailer renter place, pay a large sum of money for a crappy old trailer that was impossible to get a low car on, then use it, and then when we got back from the track, we'd have to drive it all the way back to the place to drop it off. And it's an hour drive each way. So it was like 4 hours total of driving, a lot of money, and it was a crappy trailer. This, on the other hand, it's low car friendly. It's right here. And, well, it was a lot of money, but eventually it will pay itself off. Another nice thing about trailers is I feel like they hold their value pretty well. So in a couple of years, when I'm ready to upgrade to a bigger enclosed car trailer after we build the engine on the bus and it's not slow, then we can sell it for almost the same amount that we bought it for. Now I am gonna tell you something that you're gonna be disappointed about. As you guys know, I was planning on getting a new daily. Well, I bought this thing instead. Now let me explain myself, all right? Having a new daily with AC, something that was comfortable and big, it would have been awesome, but I don't need it. I've got 3 other cars, 4 including the van, that all drive, and they all work. So buying another car, it would have been convenient, but not necessary. This, however, as I just explained, is gonna just save so much time, money, energy. I think it's by far a better business purchase, but maybe not as good of a personal, well, no, that's not true. It's just a better purchase. We will still be getting a new daily, the same car, but it'll just have to wait, so there's that. Now, although this trailer is awesome, it's brand new, it's perfect, it's a little dirty, but besides that, it's awesome. There are, of course, a couple of things that we need to improve. I am, of course, going to build some sort of something that allows us to haul numerous spare tires up here. I also want to go ahead and add a winch up front. The one downfall of all aluminum trailers is that in the rain, they're supposedly incredibly slippery, like no traction, so it's impossible to drive a car up onto it when it's wet. So that's where the winch comes in. We'll be able to pull cars up, plus if the car doesn't have an engine or something like that, the winch will make it easier to load those cars. The last thing I want to do is add some tool storage up front, so maybe a big metal box here and a metal box right here. I don't know exactly, but something to carry around our tools to fix our vehicles at the track. When we went to Florida, we stored all that stuff under there and it worked. It's just kind of a pain in the ass. Plus, I don't like having a ton of really dirty, noisy, heavy tools inside the actual bus. It's nice to carry them outside, easy to access, plus they don't get the interior of the bus dirty. But that's pretty much it. The trailer really doesn't need anything. I am going to buy a spare tire for it, just in case something happens there. The one thing we do have to do, the one thing I'm gonna start doing today, is get my trailer lights working. We made that hitch and tried to wire up the trailer lights. They never really worked. We had blinkers, but we didn't have brakes or daytime running lights. I drove all the way to Florida and back, a 3,000-mile round trip without trailer brakes or trailer daytime running lights. So we're gonna fix that. I also wanna go ahead and fix the Plastidip hole on the school bus, because that's really bugging me, and it's just getting worse every time I drive it like that. But let me know what you guys think of the new trailer. I think it's awesome. I'm so hyped. It's so pretty, it's so nice, it's so clean, it's so new, and it's huge. It's so long. Much longer than we needed it, but you know, oh, that looks so good. It's such a good setup. I love it. Oh, I'm so hyped. It's so good. Other nice things about this trailer, this fender comes off, so when you load a car on here and you want to open the door, it comes off. Got 4 of these nice D-rings, LED lights all around. The ramps to load cars on are stored up here, and they act as like a rock guard for any rock chips or flying rocks on the highway. And of course, a beautiful school bus to tow it. It's got some nice suspension on it and all this fancy stuff. Look at that. It's just, I'm so excited. And we're gonna be using it in less than a week when we take that beast to Des Moines to rallycross it. A couple of you guys might notice I cut the exhaust tip off because whenever I took a corner hard, it was rubbing the exhaust, the big massive exhaust tip was rubbing right here and making a loud rattling noise. So yeah, I didn't like that. Plus it looked a little funky. It still looks a little funky now, but maybe a little less funky. But yeah, let's go ahead and unload the trailer, park it right next to Nick's Miata, and then pull the bus in and start working on that beast. This is gonna be interesting because last time I tried to park a trailer right there, I miserably failed, and that trailer was 2 feet shorter. It's difficult because there's not much room between there and this building, so I don't have enough room to kind of like do a nice turn. I don't know, I also just kind of suck at backing stuff up right now. I'm a noob. I struggled a while to get it parked into right here, and then I decided it was just gonna be easier to push it, and indeed it was. Here we are. We're gonna fix this. To explain more what happened is we got this adhesive that kind of connects the bus part of the things with the van part of the things. And the Plastidip did not stick to that. And then it kind of started peeling up, and then wind got underneath that and like kind of bubbled up here and then kind of whoosh, just peeled it all up. Now what we have to do is we have to cut like a nice clean line around the thing, clean this really well, maybe try to scuff up this adhesive so the Plastidip actually sticks, and then just repaint it. So I started by cutting off the Plastidip that was starting to peel, and then I cleaned it a ton, and then I taped up some things like the window and the windshield, and then I cleaned it yet again, and then used wax and grease remover. So it's nice and squeaky clean. It should stick well. The Plastidip should stick well. It doesn't have to look amazing. It's not gonna look amazing. I just don't want there to be a big blob of yellow on my bus. Well, well, well. It's official. My $1,300 camera is now complete junk. I'd be less angry if it's my fault, but literally, like, this tripod is just, it's such a piece of shit. Like, even when it's all the way cranked down, it doesn't hold the camera. So I went to move the tripod, camera fell off and shattered. In this camera, it works. It's just, it's not good at anything besides vlogging. And I'm not even that good at vlogging. I'm sorry, I don't wanna seem like I'm complaining. It's just really frustrating that was a nice camera. And even though it needed to be replaced, it was still working and it could still film, and now it can't. Stupid freaking tripod. Let's not forget to mention when this thing fell, it also broke my lens. So now this lens and this lens don't stay on and they just fall off whenever they want. God, it's not been a good day. Yesterday was awesome. I bought a new trailer, and then today, boom, everything fails. Oh, but I'm pretty sure I figured out the bus trailer wiring. I'm pretty sure everything works right now besides the daytime running lights. I'm just gonna hardwire those in and they'll always be on. Who cares? I don't care. The springer's not working. I'm not sure if you saw, but I had to flip it upside down for it to work. There's something with the feeding mechanism that's not working. Something with the feeding mechanism just wasn't working, so I had to use it upside down. But when you use it upside down, then no air gets in, so you had to like let pressure. Ugh, it was bad. It's no longer yellow, but it's super thin. It's super dry, because there was barely any dip actually coming out. I guess one benefit of it being thin is that it won't peel up, because it's not thick enough to peel up. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it for today. The trailer is awesome, and we fixed the trailer lights, so all of the lights are working, brake lights, turn lights, and daytime running lights. We pretty much fixed the paint on the bus. It doesn't look amazing, but it looks much better. Whoa, we just jumped forward in time like 6.
Altijd Doc. Is een goede vent. Prikkeldraad. Prikkeldraad.